Hello YouTube, and today we've got a review of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney for the iPhone or the iPod Touch. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney is a point-and-click style court adventure game where you take on the role of rookie attorney, Phoenix Wright. The game is split into 5 chapters, each of which being a different case, and as you go through the 5 chapters, the cases get progressively more complicated and it gets harder to spot the murderer, harder to spot the clues, you get more characters involved, more witnesses to question. So there's plenty of story here, and let me tell you, the story is fantastic. I mean, you look at this and you think courtroom game and you think surely it can't be humorous, but look at that, you've got these fantastically stupidly drawn characters which are also animated. As you can see, she's blinking, and the whole game is text-based. As you can see, you flick through the text and it's very easy. If you want to carry on, you just press this button here. Alright, so this is the main sort of area of the game where you need to examine witnesses' testimonies and point out the contradictions. So what we can do is we can scroll backwards and forwards through this guy's testimony. He claims to have seen this guy, my defendant in fact, exiting an apartment, but if we look here, if we skip over to this statement, because I played this level before, here we go. He says, I remember the time exactly, it was 1 PM. However, here we go. What we can do is flick over to present, and if we look at our evidence and touch Cindy's autopsy, we can clearly see that the time of death was in fact 4 PM to 5 PM, not the 1 PM he is claiming. So what we can do is touch present, and we get the very satisfying, ready, watch this, objection, and you get the over-the-top objection from Mr. Wright himself. Just fantastic gameplay. Of course, you get more and more complex, and as the game goes on, it gets harder to spot these contradictions. The sound in this game is just fantastic. As you can listen to this. This is the sound you get when you've pointed out a contradiction. It is just such a satisfying sound. The whole game does a great job of just making you feel like an absolute hero, even though you've just pointed out a simple contradiction. And you can see he's very expressive. He's such a great character, and that's the great thing about this game. All the characters are very expressive, and they've got their own sort of sense of uniqueness, which many games lack. You know, you really get a you really do get a feel for well, you sort of start to love the characters, really get used to them. And the main second part of the game is the investigations area, and this is a sort of typical scene where you've got your murder case and you can flick between the 2 parts of the room, and to investigate all you have to do is slide over to this area, click on the magnifying glass, and basically what you can do is move this pointer around and select objects of interest to examine. So we can examine the glass shards and some shards of glass, blah blah blah. And by doing this, you gain evidence and you collect this evidence, and of course later on in the game you're completely in charge of what evidence you get. My only problem with this game is that it is quite linear. You do have to do things in a certain order to progress in the game, which does sort of detract from the fun, but not enough to lose a star. It is so much fun to play, highly recommended. You're getting a full DS game for just £2.99 with Phoenix Wright. Super recommended. I cannot recommend this game enough to you. The story is fantastic, the music is fantastic, and oh dude, just go out and get it. It's an instant purchase. So that was Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney for the iPhone or the iPod Touch. I'm going to give this app 5 stars, absolutely love it. Be sure to leave a comment down below, subscribe to the AverageApper, and send me an email to averageapper@gmail.com. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.